Yo, what is going on, my good people? It's Visualize here, and I just got back from the theater after watching Candyman, and holy shit, was that movie bad. I saw this is a direct sequel to the first Candyman movie, which makes it 10 times worse. It literally ruins the established lore of Candyman. I would consider the original Candyman to actually be good. I would consider Candyman, played by Tony Todd, to be up there with the other horror icons like Jason, Freddy, Chucky, all them shits, right? Well, this movie being a direct sequel, not only is this movie bad, but it literally brings down Candyman's character as a whole. You may think you want to watch this horror film, if you could even call it that. The main focus of this movie is wokeness, about police brutality, and basically that all white people are evil and they are basically Satan themselves. I am not joking when I make that statement. That is literally the message of this film. Due to the fact that that is literally the entire focus of the movie, basically ruins the horror aspects of this movie. Weak horror throughout the film. It's not really scary, nor is horror really the main focus of it. So basically, this is an entirely different Candyman than the original. This is not the same character as the one in the original. The original character's main focus was killing anybody and everybody. He didn't give a fuck who you were. His main motivation was just to increase his power by getting more people to believe in him. This Candyman's focus, on the other hand, goes and kills evil, crooked white people. That is not to say that the movie is entirely bad. It has some very good acting, actually. It has some good special effects. It even has really good camera work. But the story, it has everything else going for it except for the story. The story is just not on to par with what we get. It just basically does not fit into Candyman's character in the original, which doesn't really make sense why this movie is a sequel. Maybe if this movie was a remake and they were going in a different direction, sure, I can get behind this whole new aspect of Candyman. But the fact that this is a sequel from the original basically tarnishes the character in the first movie, which doesn't really make any sense. If this would have been a standalone film, fine, the story somewhat works, but considering it's a sequel, it just doesn't mix together well, which doesn't really make sense for this new Candyman's motive. It seems that this Candyman is more motivated by killing specifically white people, which doesn't correlate with the original. The original, yes, his origin story was racially related. However, he literally kills blacks, whites, dogs. He kills everything and anything. His motivation isn't racial justice or racial revenge. And of course, Anthony becomes Candyman at the end. And again, it's established that basically this Candyman is just gonna kill racist white people. This movie and how it's a direct, basically a sequel to it, holy shit, does it shit on that character, and therefore it really makes this movie fall really flat. And everything besides the story is pretty much decent. It's not as bad as other horror movies. Yes, the wokeness ruins it, but modern horror movies are pretty much all trash. Not saying this movie is good, but compared to modern horror movies, it basically holds up better than them. And for that, I'm gonna give this movie a 3. It's not entirely number one trash, but it's definitely way below average. Alright guys, and that's my review of the film. Let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever. Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.